A love story in the key of the sun, dedicated to the being of light that lives in every one of us. Beginnings. All was silence. There were no colors, nor planets, not even fish or trees. Skyheart, fountain of wisdom and peace, existed alone. Then, in that silence, Skyheart said his first word, and with love, created everything. Inside a bubble about the size of a thimble hides a star called Xibalba. For thousands and thousands of years, Duende and Fairy had lived there. Every morning, after meditation and yoga, they sing together the sacred sound, Om. In the afternoons, while Duende tends with care their small garden, Fairy flies from here to there eating delicious nectar found in flowers. Every night, perfumes and harmonies, music and joy float in the air of Xibalba. But one morning, Fairy woke up at dawn from an extraordinary dream. With the first ray of sun, the star lit up. Fairy and Duende opened their eyes. "I had a dream," said Fairy. "A mandala formed behind my eyes." "A mandala? What's a mandala?" asked Duende. "It's a message from Skyheart." Duende came over to Fairy and saw a flower of white petals. He saw a rainbow and oceans, suns and moon, a vision of a place far, far away. "I see it in your eyes," said Duende. "We have a mission to complete and share with the world. Skyheart awaits us." In the rosy-fingered sunset, they said goodbye to Xibalba. Shaking her wings, Fairy took Duende's hands, and with a start they flew toward a castle of golden clouds. The gates of the castle opened. Inside, Skyheart waited for them. With a sweet but sad voice, he tells them of a planet called Earth. "Planet Earth," he told them, "is a beautiful world of abundance, full of seas and mountains, rivers and valleys. For millions of years, infinite beings of different species have lived in wisdom and harmony. But a while back, human beings disconnected from nature and began to endanger all of life. They exterminated entire populations of animals, contaminated the rivers, cut down the trees of the forest, leaving the planet without oxygen. They made cities of cement and entered a mechanical, artificial cycle of time. Their world was materialistic and superficial." Duende and Fairy listened carefully to every word that Skyheart told them. Moved, they felt a great desire to help. And in that moment, Skyheart blew the golden cloud of treasures, and a magic parchment appeared. It said, "Inside the heart of all beings resides the soul. The soul is like a seed. All beings choose how to cultivate it. This seed might flower into a rose or into a tree, into a poisonous plant or a weed. But now we have arrived at a time of great change in which every seed must bloom in love." Thus Skyheart delivered the magic parchment to them, which Duende and Fairy handed out to all the human beings, helping them recapture universal wisdom. Duende and Fairy traveled without rest over all the earth. They tried to get near the humans, but people are very busy and don't even believe in duendes or fairies anymore. Almost defeated, they stopped to rest in a plaza. While reflecting on their situation, they crossed paths with you, and to their surprise, you can see them, you can even hear them. Inspired with such feeling, they wrote down this story and composed a song. They sing it to you. It tells all children how to help humans live together in love again. On earth there will grow a flower, a seed in your heart. Together we'll plant magic and love, worlds full of color. This was how all the boys and girls sang. They united in a single voice that vibrated out to all the universe, the sacred sound of Om. In the morning, all of humanity dreamt the same extraordinary dream. In the dream, everyone returned to nature. One woman sprang from the cocoon of a dragonfly. She broke out flying, butterfly. A man heard the symphony of birds. He was able to understand their sweet language and began to sing with them. Others rested their backs against the trunk of a tree. They entered into profound meditation, feeling the slow run of sap through their insides. A sphere of white light wrapped around everybody. The dream was a message from Skyheart. The human beings reflected. Upon awakening, they decided to change. Instead of felling trees in the forest, they began to plant them. They stopped contaminating the rivers and oceans. They quit generating so much garbage and began to recycle. This was how they learned to live in peace and harmony with all life. All beings wept. Humanity had regained universal wisdom. In the air of planet Earth, they breathed life, beauty, and joy. So, droplet by drop into fat splashes, they watered the earth with love. Boys and girls, singing from their hearts, learned how to build a better world. Duende and Fairy, united, filled with joy that they had not given up. Skyheart hugged them, and all beings illuminated. The plan of love was realized, and as a gift, Duende took Fairy to the moon. So, now that this tale is spun, your story has just begun. Dust of stars are flowering, a gift to those who imagine. You can sow magic and love, worlds filled with color.